News coming in now. Multi-agency probe has started into the train sabotage bit near Mumbai. Several probe agencies, including the Anti-Terror Squad, Railway Protection Force and State Police have joined the investigation. More than 700 passengers on the Madgaon-Dadar Jan Shatabdi Express had a narrow escape. The train halted just 30 meters short of a heavy obstacle that was spotted on time at the railway track. It was a 380 kg piece of rail over 7 meters long, kept on the train's path near Diva station. The picture of the piece of rail lying on the tracks has gone viral on social media as well, raising severe concerns about the safety of trains. There has been another iron piece that's been spotted and a sabotage attempt being done in West Bengal earlier. And also in Samastipur in Bihar, where a stone slab was found on a track. In Vizianagaram in Andhra Pradesh, a sabotage was suspected on 21st of January. And there is an intel report which has blamed the Pakistani elements trying to sabotage the Indian railway systems and also cause a massive casualty. Going across to my colleague who is joining us at the moment now. Vidya, take us to the fact that when railway officials were confronted with this problem, they said that they are virtually helpless because these pieces of these pieces of either a rail piece or a stone slab that's been spotted on the railway track, it is part of a larger plot. How can they crack down on in future such incidents? Has there been a strategy that's been defined? And also give us details of the probe that's underway.
Well, certainly the fact remains, Devina, that it was precisely 17 minutes before the Jan Shatabdi Express was supposed to pass from that particular track that a local train had passed by. So certainly without any casualty in the local train, it meant that these rail pieces were not in that location precisely 17 minutes before this Jan Shatabdi Express, and that's one of the reasons why the railway authorities are extremely, cautious when they're looking into this entire investigations.
Okay.
They know for sure fact that it could either be a case of mischief, but it could also be a case of sabotage and terrorism. That's one of the reasons why neither of these angles are being ruled out at the moment. Investigations are on from all angles. People living in and around those areas are being probed. They really want to find out if any of them had seen any of these groups of people, because it's not a handiwork of one person.
Absolutely.
It's a 400 kilogram of rail piece that was lying there, and it would certainly not have been easy for any one person to pick it up.
And also, Vidya, the fact that the tragedy was averted.
People who were involved in this and who they were.
Absolutely, and Vidya, the fact that tragedy was averted at the last minute. What are the lessons that we are learning? I want to play out a reaction from DK Sharma, who's a railway official, who has said that it is not possible for railway officials to ensure that they are able to check each and every portion of kilometers of railway tracks.
तो मतलब जो भी ये काम हुआ ये पिछले 5 से 7 या 10 मिनट के अंदर हुआ है, उसके लिए तो कोई टेक्नोलॉजी नहीं है, कोई सॉल्यूशन नहीं है. देखिए हर जगह हर समय राउंड द क्लॉक पुलिसिंग संभव नहीं है. अब यही है कि इन्वेस्टिगेशन से कोशिश की जाएगी, लेकिन इन्वेस्टिगेशन भी थोड़ा मुश्किल काम है.
So Vidya, is saying that it's not possible to keep a close watch 24/7. Now you have the railway budget which is being presented by the finance minister on 1st of February, the first time that it's going to be merged with the union budget, and this needs to be the prime concern now, the safety of our railways, even as the railway officials are expressing helplessness in checking such incidents in future.
Devna, in fact, Sharma did go on to in fact say that, so that these kind of rail slabs or rail pieces that are actually there meant for the safety of people in case, rail fractures happen, these would now not be kept beside the railway tracks, so that, anyone who wants to, probably intends to, cause any harm, would not use the infrastructure of the railway itself to harm them. And that's one of the reasons these rail pieces would be moved. But certainly, as he said, tracking the railway tracks, especially at night, since when it passes through jungles and various bridges, it's really not possible, humanly possible to actually keep anyone tracking these railway tracks, and that's one of the reasons why safety and the fact that there could be unmanned safety measures, say for example, as they say, certain kind of probe vehicles or something like that, that could be used, is something that the railway authorities are really hoping, which would not really involve the involvement of a human being or an employee of the railway, but some unmanned machines that could really look into all these safety aspects of it. If that could really come about in the budget, that would be of really great help.
Absolutely. So as the loopholes are being identified with a probe at least being initiated into multiple attempts, if we see now, for possible sabotage by a larger network across railway tracks in India, it will be now the incumbent on the government to find solutions as well. Thanks for joining us.